So this is Riven Overkill, a series where we take a look at already powerful weapons in Warframe and see just how much the perfect Riven mod changes its performance. But Potato, it's already powerful, why the feck do we need a Riven mod for a powerful weapon? Well, sit down for a minute and let Potato share some wisdom with you. You see, we're playing a game about space ninjas. One of those ninjas is a magician, one's a pirate, one's a jester, and these ninjas have space cats and space dogs that hatch out of eggs. Nothing makes sense, forget logic, it's out the feckin' window here. And yes, we know our best weapons didn't need Riven mods, we all know it, they didn't, but they're part of the game now, so here we are, here's this video. Now in this episode we're taking a look at the Dex Sybaris. However, this Riven mod can also be used on the normal Sybaris rifle if you don't have the Dex, but it's much more effective on the Dex variant because of its higher base crit chance. So this Riven mod for me is the perfect one. It is literally the holy grail of Sybaris mods for me, my opinion. I don't think it could get any better than this, and I definitely wouldn't change anything on it. Maybe I'd like an extra stat, maybe some punch through, but that would be a little bit greedy. Because the bonus stats on this Riven mod are plus 91% crit chance, plus 88.5% crit damage, and plus 55.1% toxin, which leaves my Dex Sybaris with a crit chance of 119.3% and a crit damage multiplier of 6.2, as well as giving me some additional toxin damage. So I can already start to mod my weapon for corrosive, for viral, or for gas because of that toxin damage, and if I want to leave out one of my elemental mods that I would normally have on my build, then I guess I can. And because of my high critical chance, it means that I'm getting constantly high critical damage output, which means that the Sybaris, or the Dex Sybaris, is a totally different monster with this mod equipped. And like I said, this mod can also be used with the normal Sybaris rifle, and with this same Riven mod equipped on it, it will bring its crit chance up to 85% and a crit damage will stay the same as well. So you might still need Argon Scope if you want to get over that 100% crit chance mark, but again, that's entirely up to the user. Now, the Dex Sybaris was 2016's anniversary gift to all players from Digital Extremes. We got it way back in March, and it will probably show up again next March for anyone who hasn't gotten it yet, as well as the other Dex weapons, because that's what happened with all the previous anniversaries. So you might get the Dex Sybaris again for the 4th anniversary. Let me know if you've been lucky enough to get a Riven mod for the Sybaris, something similar to this. I know it's kind of hard to get a mod with the exact same stats as mine, but if you can get something a little bit similar, then you've definitely got a great Riven mod. Now, the Dex Sybaris deals out pretty high damage, it's got minimal recoil, very high crit chance, and it has a great ammo efficiency, but it has a very small magazine size, so you have to make every shot count. Also, visually, it looks absolutely amazing. So this is how I went about modding my Dex to fit this Riven mod into the build. As with all Riven builds that I'm doing with this series and with my Riven Redemption series, my biggest issue when modding is what mod do I drop out of my current build to fit this Riven in. Also, I don't own a lot of these Riven mods. They've been given to me by subscribers to test out and see how well they work on a weapon, and then I have to give them back. So I have to format my Sybaris to fit this Riven mod in, and then I'm going to have to reformat it to fix my build once I've given that Riven mod back. So appreciate Potato, okay, because this is a pain in the ass. Now, I normally run with Shred on my build because I really like having that additional punch through. Being able to kill multiple enemies in a line is really nice with the Sybaris and really effective. But for this footage, I dropped Shred out for the Riven, and I felt the loss of punch through straight away, but the damage increase was incredibly feckin' nice. After I ran a solo survival on Sedna, I jumped into the simulacrum and tested it out against armoured and unarmoured level 140 corrupted heavy gunners to see if it could kill them or how fast it could kill them, and on unarmoured targets it would kill them in about 2 bursts. But the fully armoured ones took a good few rounds to put down, but that's armour scaling for you in Warframe, really, isn't it? It's kind of a bit crazy. So like every other weapon, it's going to be a lot more effective if you're running with multiple corrosive projections. It means you'll be able to kill enemies a lot faster. Now, I wonder what's happening with damage 3.0 in Warframe now that we have Riven mods in the game. has it been scrapped? Has the idea of reworking our mod system and I guess the damage or armor scaling of enemies, has it been scrapped? Because it would be really nice to know. Rivens kind of go against what we thought would be happening with damage 3.0 and what they kind of hinted at in the past with regards to removing multi-shot mods and maybe damage mods and stuff like that, and kind of allowing weapons to increase in damage as they leveled instead of having all of these mods equipped. Now, I honestly don't like the Riven system. I've said it before in a previous video and I'm saying it again, not that it really matters or that my opinion is going to change anything in the eyes of DE. Powerful weapons getting Riven mods is honestly one of the many things that I really dislike about the whole system. Those weapons didn't need them. That, along with the insane amounts of RNG gating and now the platinum cost for new Riven mod slots, which screams of greed. And just wait until we get all of these new Riven mods for shotguns and pistols and eventually melee weapons. How quickly is our Riven capacity going to fill up? But that's just me. I'm sure plenty of you guys really love Riven mods and think that they are incredible fun, and I guess they are, and maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe it should be just looking at it from a fun aspect. Now, I'm going to continue making these videos regardless because I don't see the system going anywhere right now, and as a content creator, this is kind of what we do. We need to make videos on this type of content. Also, let me know what you guys think of this Riven mod for the Sybaris, whether you think it's a cool one or not, because I am going to have to give it back to its original owner, Acid, one of the guys on my Discord, before I end up having to reform my Sybaris again. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.